Hello, thanks for coming to the video. Today's question is, why do people lose hair when they wear baseball caps like this? Asked by my student Lynn. She's actually a fifth grade elementary student. I in my Ikawa school, my English school, English language school. So that's a great question. Yes. So why do, and I always thought so too, especially like you can see the hole here. I always thought people lost, like in this picture, you can see some people with hair, and I didn't know it was an old wives' tale. Well, I knew it was partly an old wives' tale, but I thought it was true. And researching this, I realized it is partly true and partly not true. Uh, for example, I always heard that that's why these are closed off. If you close it off all the way, like here, if it's completely closed off, then it will steam your head, and that steaming of your head will make your head hot, and that's why you'll lose hair. That's what I always heard. That's why I thought they opened here. That's why some baseball caps will actually here have all mesh so they can get the air in. Uh, they are getting the air in, but it's not exactly because of the hotness or the temperature of it. So why? Yeah, why do they? Uh, so baseball caps. So here we go. So again, why is it? It's partly true. It's partly not true. It's mostly an old wives' tale. It's just an idea that is people have keep spreading with their friends. That of course there's a reason. So the possible reasons, yeah, is the baldness actually occurs. Main reason is of course genetics and hormones, which your hat can affect. It can affect your genetics, your DNA, and it can affect your hormones. So those are the main reasons why people get bald. So, but two possible effects that do happen, and they do connect to the fact that if it was all covered. One is called traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is alopecia is like skin things, and traction is like this traction. So if it's too tight on your head, like this can it's kind of getting tight on me. If this is too tight on you, you'll of course pull your hair tension on the roots. So of course here where it's tight area, that's why you might be losing hair, like losing hair here because it's tight is one reason. So that'll cause damage to your roots. So again, that's called traction alopecia, causing traction. Second reason is friction and dirty caps. So friction, dirty caps. So the friction of it, so as you take on and off and take on and off, it causes friction, and the hat is dirty. Most people don't wash their hats. I too, I don't prefer, I do wash my hats, but I don't prefer to because sometimes they shrink, especially this kind of material might shrink. It'll become tighter on my head. But if you don't wash your caps, and then also you have that friction, it will actually cause your hair to thin. So that friction and the dirty cap, that it'll make your hair dirtier. For example, dandruff will be caused by that, and it'll cause your hair to have more things like thinning hair, of course. And the last was environmental oil buildup and sweat buildup. So this is part of the idea I started with, that you can't air out if you don't have mesh here, if it's not mesh here. So of course, your oil, your head oil, your oil, I said in a different video, your face and your head is most oily of your whole body. So that will stick in your head if it's covered like this, especially if it's here. There's no holes. Like, look, there's only two small holes here. So if it's stuck on your head, that oil and your sweat. So on a hot day, when you sweat more, like baseball players will sweat more. So I think that's where the idea comes from, that you'll lose hair if you wear a baseball cap. That's where Liam, my student, thought of. Because of course, baseball players are out more. They might sweat more. They might have more oily buildup. And again, and also if it's dirty hat, also all those factors factor in, and it'll cause bacteria to grow inside your head. So you'll have bacteria, and that bacteria will also affect your hair health and mostly your follicles. Again, you don't become bald or lose hair because of hair. It's the follicles, the bottom of the hair. So those things. So the more you know. So one, traction alopecia. That traction is causing damage. And two is friction. Of course, friction and dirty cap. So by making friction and dirty cap makes your hair thin. And of course, oil and sweat buildup, so it can get out. That oil and sweat buildup will also make bacteria grow. So the more you know. So how about you? So please ask any questions you might have in the comments below. Remember to like these videos so we know you're enjoying them, and we'll see you in our next video. And take care. Have a good day. See you.